Okay, so let's go ahead and set Joey up another new apiary. As you can see here on his dashboard, he's already got 4 because I've had 4 takes at this video, so forgive me for that. But let's go ahead and click on apiaries and go to all apiaries. There are other ways you can get to this. So let's go ahead and set him up a new 5th apiary by clicking the add new button, and let's call this apiary 5. This cache is pretty handy that you see there because I can click it, then I can just backspace and change the number, so it just makes it nice and fast. I can this is apiary 5, and apiary type is a production apiary. Submit. Okay, so now we have a new apiary 5, and at the moment, as you can see by the status, it's got no hives. It's got pretty basic status information. So like every object in our hierarchy, an apiary is another object, a thing that we manage, and it has status information, so that information is in this UX card here. And then it also has tasks, and tasks are things that you do to that object. And in the case of an apiary, it's quite an extensive list, so we can assign it to sites, we can harvest hives, inspections, treatments, recoin hives, create hives, we can edit the apiary, and we can archive the apiary, which is important because if we don't want to be deleting apiaries. Now we contemplate that this long and hard, because once you've got an apiary and it's in the system and you've had hives assigned to it, it's been on sites, you've harvested, you've done things, we don't want to lose all that data. But we do sometimes want to archive an apiary or an object. So in this case, apiary. So that's there. Actually, I'll quickly show you why not. So there we go, apiary archived. And then it's simply a case of reinstate apiary if you wish to bring it back to life. Let's go ahead and quickly assign it to a site, because without a site it's pretty useless. So I'm going to put it on Sylvia's property, and we're going to say we did it in the past. Like I said, I'm trying to create some historical data for you. So we'll go back to September 21. Reason for move, overwintering. I think in the US it's pretty starting to get into winter well and truly by then. And there's no flora. We can leave that blank on this occasion because we're just going there to overwinter, and hit submit. And as you'll see now, we've updated the actual map's been updated. I can click toggle view to full screen, and I can zoom in and out. I can, if I'm using my mobile device, accessing this software. And the important thing about the UX, the user experience here, is we don't care whether you're using a mobile or a desktop or a tablet. We've optimized the UX for each one of those different mediums. And so if you're on your mobile device and you want to navigate, you can click directions and it will load Google Maps, and obviously give you some nice easy directions to follow using standard built-in Google Maps on your device. Now we can scroll down to site history, and we can see that we now have it has site history. So 20th of September 2022, it landed on this site here, Sylvia Randall's site, I think in Kansas City or wherever it is. We don't have any other data in any of these cards yet, UX cards, but we will as we start to demo some of the cool things that we can do with, again, tasks. As we do more of these tasks, all of these cards will start to become rich with content and valuable data. I think the cool thing about capturing all this data is beekeepers do all this stuff in the day-to-day running of their bee practice or bee business, beekeeping business, and it's all highly valuable data. So this software, rather than writing it on the lid or whatever, this software allows us to capture all of those tasks. So with that, we've got an apiary now, another apiary. We've got 5 apiaries. Let's move on to the next stage of the video, which I think is setting up some new hives.